So, losing friends sucks. And for a show about friendship, MLP shows some ways it was dealt with. How the loss was coped with. Moondancer's not being ideal, but being way better than Starlight's by a long shot. Moondancer coped with losing Twilight as a friend by locking herself away, becoming withdrawn, which again, not ideal, but still better than starting a literal cult after losing your best friend because you were lonely like Starlight did. Shutting yourself down was the better coping mechanism and better reaction here. Starlight, meanwhile, forced new friendships in a way via removing Pony's cutie marks and setting up a cult village in the middle of nowhere. She did all of that because Sunburst moved away. All of that because she lost her best friend. Instead of moving on, she stayed stagnant, stuck. She internalized that pain, while by the end of Amending Fences, Moondancer let all that pain out on Twilight. She didn't keep it bottled up forever, while Starlight basically did for so long in comparison. Again, neither of these are healthy ways to cope with losing friends, but compared to starting a cult, being a shut-in is definitely a better way to cope with losing friends, even if also not ideal by any means either. Both could have learned to make new friends, but they didn't. They shut themselves off. It took Twilight searching her out for Moondancer to face that she shut out her friends and to mend that broken fence. By the end of her episode, they were all acting like friends once more, which fixing those broken fences is a solid way to cope and to heal. As someone who has lost friends myself, seeing the ways Moondancer behaved hits so close rewatching Amending Fences all these years later. I tried to do that with my former friends and it blew up in my face, just like the original Falling Out did as well. When I lost my girls C and E, I shut myself down and stewed in that loss just like Moondancer. It wasn't healthy. Now I've moved on a bit more, but I still miss my girls every day. Maybe someday they'll come back around, maybe they won't. We'll see with time. All I know is that shutting yourself off is an awful way to cope, which is why Amending Fences now hits so close to home for me compared to when I watched it the first time. See you in the next video. Bye.